Going to say, oh, shoot. You weren't supposed to see behind the curtain. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Patrick Marano. Yay! Yay! Do you like my homemade curtains? Okay, it's terrible. Oh my God. You know what? I timed it all wrong. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Okay, it's my first one, you guys. Be nice. Oh, you soul. Hello? Oh, of course. Oh my goodness. Why wouldn't I be sharing my time with you guys? You guys are everything to me. Are you kidding? Yeah, this is my first one. Oh, do I type? I guess I don't have to type. You can hear me, right? Let me know if you can hear me. This is my first one, so let me know. You can hear? Can you hear? You can hear? Just say yes. Say yes if you can hear. Uh-oh. No? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Gorgeous. Oh my God. Really? I feel like, anyways, I won't go into that. Oh gosh. Yay, people are talking. I was worried I would be sitting here talking to myself. And that's why I brought a beer. Did you like the beginning? I made a little curtain. Yeah, I wanted it to be more of a reveal, but hello guy, hello. Yay. Hi, hello. Oh my gosh, Gary. Toadstool, that's not your real name. Steve. Sean. Ladio. PFA. And John. And Chris. And even Tin Cup is here. Tin Cup. Oh, it's Andre from Austin. Hey, Andre. Thanks for being here. Bruce from Florida. My image was frozen. Oh. Is my image still frozen for you guys? Let me know. Love from Germany. Oh, love Germany. Did you see my chat on Queerly Us with Inside Rob? He's German. He lives in Germany. He does like bathhouse reviews and stuff. You soul, I love you. Thank you for coming. Manchester. Oh, my new favorite UK town. Michael, hi. Like you be talking to yourself on a live stream. I know. Well, so here's the thing. Sean, thank you for bringing that up. Steve, hi from California. Hold on, Sean, I'm going to get back to that. No, video is fine. Okay, good. Not frozen. Hello from Washington State. You guys are from everywhere. Portugal? You're kidding. I've only been to Lisbon, but I have to go back. I was only there on a layover. It was a layover flight, and we were there like not even 24 hours. But we know somebody in Lisbon, so she showed us around, so that was perfect. I'm in the UK. No sound in Montreal. Oh, Wilfred. You can't hear? Patrick, you are so handsome. Michael, stop. Stop it. Audio and video, okay, thank you. Not frozen. Greetings from Philadelphia, Robert. Used to be from Manchester, now I live in Bristol. NYC. In the house, representing. Not going to the East Side Club, I imagine. Toadstool. Mr. Toadstool. Can I call you Mr. Toad? No, you told me your real name. Oh, shoot, I forgot already. Sorry, I have so much going on right now. This is new for me. Oh, hold on. Let me run one of my banners. There we go. Okay, I'll go back to the comments. Image not frozen. No, good, Wilfred. Thank you. Corpus Christi, Texas. Robert. Inside Rob? He's here. Oh my God. He actually showed up. What a sweetheart. Rob, you're not the only person from Germany here. Did you know? I've been chatting you up saying that we did our Queerly Us episode. Oh, wait a minute. I have my Queerly Us logo here. Probably I shouldn't have that, should I? This is not a Queerly Us episode. You learn, you live, you learn. You learn, you do, you learn. No, you live, you learn. Yeah, that's right. Um, New York City here. Thank you so much for the East Side Club review. What was it helpful? I mean, it did make me feel better about leaving a comment about it earlier. Oh yeah, I know. It's bad. Hoboken, Mark. Yeah, East Side Club. Don't go, guys. I kind of feel though, like people said, hey, it's run by mafia. And I was thinking, like, I hope they don't put a hit on me or something. Like suddenly I I'm gone. I'm dancing with the fishes or whatever they say. Um, Being proudly Irish, I've lived in Manchester 23 years, but I still have extended family in rural Ireland. Oh wow, that's cool. I really enjoyed my time in Manchester. The vibe was really nice, and I loved the village and being on Canal Street and all of that was really nice. And I had a layover in Dublin, but I didn't leave the airport. But I have a friend from Ireland, and that's my connection. But I will go one day, and she'll tell me where to go. My name is Robin. Oh, thank you, Toadstool. Okay, Robin, Robin. How am I going to remember that? A little baby robin bird sitting on a toadstool. Um, but you're welcome to call me Toad. No, no, East Side. Hey, Detroit, John from Detroit. You have a radio voice like a DJ. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So this is a really good microphone that I got from a friend. Well, I bought off of a friend of mine. And I don't have the thing on it, the popper, so I have to like I'm trying to talk. I don't know. I'm trying to, you know, as long as it sounds okay. Sebastian. Oh, and he's saying hi to everybody. Yeah, talk amongst yourselves too. This is for everybody. Michael, there is one gay sauna in Dublin, the Boiler House, but it's terrible. Oh man, that sucks. It's almost better not to have one than just a terrible one because it's like you're almost there, but then you didn't quite make it. So it'd be better just not to have any. Girl, NYC Mafia putting a hit in you. Wouldn't that be terrible? Oh my God. Denver, Colorado. Zodiac. Ooh. Like the Zodiac killer. Sorry, I like true crime. Steven, the gay mafia. I don't know. Probably not. It's probably just like the regular mafia, to be honest. I don't know. Patrick Manchester. Oh, I should be wearing my glasses, to be honest. It's not. Oh, is it not what it used to be? Really? Still good, but I remember the days. At its height. There were good times in my 20s. You know what, Sean, though? I feel like, and I don't know because I wasn't in Manchester during those days, but I feel like a lot of us have that where we're like in our 20s and we have a great time. And then suddenly you're in your 40s and you're like, wasn't this better in my 20s? So I don't know actually if it was better or maybe you're just being nostalgic about it. I'm just speaking for myself. I feel like I do that a little bit where I'm like, it was better before, wasn't it? But I don't really know if it was. I don't know. You know, it's like the good old days. We say the good old days. Your voice is so classy. Oh wow, wow. But you know, little does my voice know, or little do people who only hear the voice really know, right? If you ever want to do a bathhouse review in Germany, I'll show you around. Yes, please. If? What do you mean if? This is a 100%. This is 100% gonna happen. I am gonna be going to Germany and oh, does that sound better? I 100% will be in Germany and visiting bathhouses. Like that's not even a question. Because inside Rob, I don't know if he left or if he's still here, but he is doing that for us too. And he is going in them and giving us tours. Like he's actually bringing his camera in there. I mean, they know he's there. They're giving him a tour and they're showing him around and everything. So I'm waiting for the one on Boiler because Boiler is supposed to be the cream of the crop, like the best ever. So much has changed in Manchester's Canal Street post COVID. Oh yeah, I guess so. Doing something different in this video. Great job. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I William, to be honest, I wasn't able to get a video out this week and I felt really guilty. And I was like, Patrick, you need to do a live. I've been thinking about this for like 3 years and I don't know what has stopped me other than I guess I didn't know what I was going to be talking about. But the thing is, you can bring people on. So in future lives, it won't just be me. This is kind of the first one and I'm just getting my feet wet. But, in the future, I can have people here and we can talk and you can ask them questions, and so it can be like a whole thing, and it can be like it's like a live podcast basically, or like a radio show. I mean, basically, right? Um, yeah. So, what was I saying? Oh, right. So that's why I'm doing this live because I didn't have an episode and I thought, "Okay, I'm gonna push myself and just do the live." And so anyway, it happened. So much has changed with Manchester's Canal Street. Oh, yes, I know. Michael, that's not. But you know what? From an outsider perspective who has not been to Manchester before COVID, it was great. Yeah. So, you know what? I find like whenever you live somewhere, you're like, "Eh, meh, it's okay." I mean, unless it's really amazing, I guess. But you just get used to your surroundings and wherever you live, and then you just kind of you're like, "Meh." Like if you ask me about Toronto, I'm gonna be like, I mean, I'll give you the places to go and stuff, but like compared to other places, meh. Um, anyway, I'm wondering Patrick's success rate at bathhouse hookups. 50%? Who usually makes the first approach? Usually 50%. That's low. Carrie, 50%? Um, who makes the first move? That's a good question. Who makes the first move? Well, you know what? I'm a bit of a predator in the sense that I'm the one that's like stalking my prey. I don't typically like to be chased um or pursued. So I like to be in control of that part of it. Once we get behind the door or whatever, then I mean things flip. But yeah, kind of in the initial I don't know what it is. Yeah, that's funny. In the initial sort of lead up to, meeting somebody, I'm the one that's very scoping out the scene and looking at people and getting the vibe, and then yeah, because I'm pretty particular. Like it's I'm not particular, but I'm very. It just takes something to click where I'm like, oh, okay, that yes, this is happening, and so there's not like one look or one type of person. It's going to be more. So I guess I'm just relying on that, and it's more of a vibe. Yeah, and then I see it and I go after it. Um, I would say more than 50%, you know, because also I'm very I was gonna say aggressive, but, like, in my videos, I tell people not to be aggressive, but I'm not overly aggressive, but obvious is a better word. I'm very obvious. If I'm interested in you, you're gonna know. Like, there's not gonna be a lot of game playing. Um, anyway, that was a long answer for that. Hold on, let me switch my there we go. Okay, let's see. I have a question to ask you. Who is your favorite drag queen growing up? Oh my god, I'm older than you think. Drag queen growing up. We didn't have drag queen. Well, we did obviously, but we didn't have drag race. Growing up, we didn't have like we didn't really have drag queens. Um, I mean, they were in the clubs and stuff, but I don't know. They weren't famous. Like I guess when I was a teenager, okay, so I guess to answer your question, when I was a teenager, I moved to Montreal, where a lot of my family is from, and I lived there for a bunch of years. And then I started going to this club called Entrepot, and there was a drag bar, and yeah, so I would frequent that bar, and then I got to know the drag queens. There was like Michelle Dorion and Nana and Madame Papillon and all of these queens, and they sort of like took me in, and then I was one of the backup dancers, those Twinkie boys you see in the back, and they're dancing with like so I was like one of those on the stage. It was a really nice like club too, with a proper stage and a backstage and like dressing areas and stuff. So um that was kind of my first foray into, like, drag queens and stuff. So, I mean, I really like them, and then I met, Madam X, who was American and became one of my very best friends. Um, but I don't know. I mean, on Drag Race, I have my favorites. Like, I love Sasha Velour. I like Gottmik. Um, I like La Grande Dame from Paris. Mm, I don't know. Are you guys watching Drag Race now? I mean, there's too many. There's too many. I was literally out last night because they have viewing parties of Drag Race, and I watched back to back. It was way too much. I mean, we were chatting and drinking anyway, so we were only half paying attention. But what is it? Global All Stars or whatever. I mean, like every week there's a new one. I can't keep up. But um, do you visit sex clubs too, or only bathhouses? Well, see, that's a great question. So, yes, I like sex clubs too. I like I was in uh Spain and they have Boyberry. So the way that it works is you go in and then you buy a beer and then you go downstairs and that's where all the action is. So yes, I really like that because that it feels very, it's not public, but it's almost like cruising because you keep your clothes on actually, and then you just like walk around and there's like little corners and little rooms and things, and you can like meet people and do stuff. So I do like that. When I was in New York, of course, I didn't find the one bathhouse that I did see. I didn't go in, and but then I realized after everybody told me, "Oh no, it's not about that. It's about sex parties." And then now I'm part of this mailing list, and I receive like a list of all the sex parties that are happening all the time in New York, and it's literally every day there's a sex party there. So yeah, and different themes. Like sometimes it's about smoking weed, sometimes it's about like just being oral, and they're like themed parties and stuff. So I need to check that out because I'm really curious to know the setup. Like, what does the room look like? Well, basically that's it. Yeah, what does the room look like? Because like, are there mattresses around? Are there rooms? Can you is it sectioned off so you can have a bit of privacy, or is it just like one giant orgy? Like I don't know. But yeah, I'm open to it. Totally. Andre, a Leo here. Nothing's too good for us. That's why I'm here watching your first video chat. Oh my God. That's so sweet. Thank you. Inside Rob is still here. Aw. Inside Rob, have you done a live? And if you have, why did you not invite me on it? We're gonna have to have a little talk there. Renard, I'm here from Rio. Oh, Rio. So Rio is on my list of places to go. And literally today I recorded a podcast with Carlos, and his YouTube channel, go check it out, is My Gay Guide, Guyde. And he travels around and he goes to different like gay destinations, and sort of talks about the clubs and the gay scene. And then he also talks about cruising and stuff that happens there. What was the point of this? Oh yeah, he's Brazilian. And so we were talking about Brazil and everything. So that episode is going to be actually on Queerly Us in the next couple of days. So look out for that. It's going to be my discussion with Carlos from My Gay Guide. Yeah. And he's Brazilian. So hi, Rio. Hi, Rio. Nice to see you. I find it hardest with lives, juggling the chats. Yeah. Well, because yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm finding out. I don't know. I want to give a full and complete answer when somebody, and sometimes I go off on tangents, so forgive me. But I'll try to get to everybody. Thank you for chatting, by the way, because I was really worried I was just gonna be sitting here like this. So I appreciate the talking. Um, I've heard that so many London bathhouses, saunas have closed since COVID. Oh. I think Pleasure Dome is still there. And then there's I went to Sweatbox, which was mediocre, I would say. I'm glad you're trying this. Oh, thanks, John. Yeah, I think so too. I like it. You know what? This is a nice change from the recorded videos. Because with the editing and everything, it's very chop, 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 and zing, zang, zoom. But this is just very real, and I mean, with all the ums and the ahs and the pausing and the so. But I like it. I feel more connected to you guys this way, anyways. Yep, I am. But the queer. Should I be reading these out loud? Sorry, if I'm reading them, I have to read it out loud. So okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to read it in my head. Yeah, I maybe. But the queer as folk phenomenon hit originally TV series from UK, and then the gay village got swamped. Oh right. Nights, etc. I'm all for integration across the. Oh yeah. I hear what you're saying. That happened in a lot of the gay bars. Actually, this was pre Drag Race. In Montreal, I was saying that I was dancing in the clubs with the drag queens and being like a backup dancer and stuff. And it was a lot of hen nights. Oh my god, why did that one come to my? I watch Coronation Street. I know, guilty pleasure. Don't judge. If you don't know what Coronation Street is, it's okay. Hen nights. What are they called here? Bridesmaids nights? No. What are they? Uh, 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 Stag and doe. Wow. You know what I'm talking about. You're getting married and you go out with all your girlfriends. Anyway, they all went to like the drag bars and stuff like that. And so yeah, integration is nice, but then sometimes it makes you feel like you can't be yourself 100% because there's too much mixing. I don't know. That doesn't sound like the right thing I'm supposed to be saying, but anyways. But I'm glad for the drag queens because they have more of an audience and make more money and stuff. Here's another question I'm going to ask you. Okay, thank you for prefacing, but thank you for warning me. I'm 23 years old. Oh my God, you're a baby. And I'm gay, born in 2001. A baby. How has the gay community changed throughout the years? And what are the noticeable changes? Oh dear. That's a huge question. I can only speak from my perspective. I would say, so listen, here's the tea. Growing up, I was like, I'm gonna be an actor. And I always enjoyed performing and being on the stage specifically. Um, but also in front of the camera and blah blah blah. And then I was like, "Oh, wait, I'm gay." And then I can't be openly gay and be an actor. That's not how it works. So those dreams I kind of put aside and then I went other ways. But I don't feel that's the case anymore. You can be completely gay and do whatever you want. Um, typically in those fields, and in a lot of fields. Well, okay, I guess in the Western world anyway, I guess. But I think that's what's changed. You can be gay and out. I kind of came up on the cusp of like you're not supposed to be out, but some people are out, but you shouldn't be out. But if you are, it's kind of okay. But we don't really understand it. But so it was this like weird gray area. But now it's like, I mean, gay is nothing. I mean, now we're talking about trans and non-binary and all these things. Like those are more the leading edge things where people are like trying to wrap their heads around that. But I think gay is like, so what? I don't know. I mean, pretty much. I think that's the biggest change. Also, sexual health has changed a lot. Like when I was growing up, if you got AIDS, you died, or HIV became AIDS for sure, and then you were going to die. So that's not the case anymore. You can live a long, healthy life and or prevent from ever getting it for with PrEP and all of those things. So those are two really big things that have changed. So enjoy being 23 years old because we paved the way for you, youngster. Sebastian, where do you live, Sebastian? Where are you from? Thanks for the live. You're welcome. But back then it killed the gay village. Oh yeah, I know. Queer as Folk killed the village. Queer as Folk, the UK version was better, wasn't it? Am I not supposed to say that? Not better. I wish the UK version had continued, so then we could have like both. You know. Anyways, Mario from Fairfield, California. Hello. Sorry for my typos. Had a few scoops. A few scoops of what? Oh no, is that lingo that I don't know about? A few scoops. Is that? Sean, you gotta tell me what a scoop is so that I can, like, get down with the lingo. I lived in Dublin for 3 years before 2002, and it was much better than compared to post-COVID. Yeah. COVID ruined a bunch of stuff, didn't it? But it's the reason I started my YouTube channel, so I can't complain too much. Yeah, without too much planning, you can definitely do AMAs for Patreon members, etc., um, as the basis or a guest, etc., and then open it up after to the general public like this for non-members. Oh, hello. Would you like to be my manager? That would be great. I mean, I honestly consider myself the performer, the talent, the face, the front guy, but there's so much that I got to do on a day, and it's like I can't. It's just the technical things, and there's promotions, and this. I mean, I'm only doing a half-assed job because I can't do everything, and it's like. But you're right. Thank you. I wish I had more help. Percent. What is a normal count of guys when you go to a bathhouse? Inside Rob. Are you asking me my body count? What is a normal count of guys when you go to a bathhouse? If I had to average it out, mm, I'm really like I know what I like and I go after what I like and then I enjoy that thing. And that's not always there and available. You know how bathhouses are. It's like there's not I'm not on all fours with the door open. I'm just not that guy. So my body count is probably lower than you would think. Like honestly, I would say 2 is the average. Like if I had to average it out. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 5. But like if I had to average it all out, I would say it's probably 2 or 3. I mean, it depends is just like a little sucky sucky considered, you know what I mean? Like is it the full enchilada? Or is it just playing around a little bit? Like, I don't know. I volunteer as your stalker. Oh, thank you. That's nice. I do need one of those too. I mean, I don't have one of those yet. Oh, that I know. Oh, maybe he's so good, or she, or they are so good that I don't know I have one. Mm, I hope that's not true. I don't. That's not cool. Hey, I enjoy your content, even though I'm a woman. Oh my God, Hannah. That's so fun. Thank you so much. And I hope she's still here. I can't move through these comments fast enough. Hannah, that's awesome. Thank you for commenting. And so interesting. I get comments from women actually and straight men. I love those comments because talk about like an open-minded person that's like just open to the experience of learning new things from different perspectives. That's my favorite. Thank you, Hannah. Michael, I'm always on hunk watch. My aunt says that I'm man mad. Yeah, hunk watch. Are you the kind of guy that like walks down the street, Michael, and then you're like rubbernecking because there's like at all the hot guys and stuff? I know somebody who does that. Like it's to the extent that you're like it's I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I hope other people can't see this happening or notice it happening because it's very obvious. But then I think, well, who cares? Like straight guys are ogling like women all the time. So I mean, whatever, right? As a predator, oh, I don't know if we should be using that word, but you know what I mean when I say that, right? You can throw off a grr phenomenon without stalking offensively, more intense sort of flirting. Yeah, that's true. I like to throw a woof or like the eyes. I mean, say a lot usually. Um, at age 53, I'm not bothered what people think anymore, even if I am after 20. Oh, yeah, totally. That isn't that the best part about getting older? Isn't that the best? You don't give a fuck. You don't care. Like, good. Think whatever you want to think. And you know what? Probably they're not thinking anything about you. They're thinking about themselves. But even if they are thinking of something about you, some way, or feeling some way about you, um, you just don't care, and you just do you. Oh, that's the best. I love that. Oh no, I lost my spot. Oh, here we go. Do you find it harder to make eye contact in a bathhouse where the lighting is so low? Yeah, it depends on definitely. Yeah, it depends where you are. I mean, how much light is in the room, the hallways. Yeah, it's tough. Sometimes you have to just like do like a graze, like a walk by, and then like maybe and then look back as you're, you know what I mean? You have to do one of those. Go-go dancers. Uh-oh, I lost the thread of that comment. Sorry, Michael. I'm not sure what we're referring to. I love Raja. Oh yeah. Oh, drag queens. Okay. Gemini, Bianca Del Rio, Bob the drag queen, and Katya. Well, those are all classics. Yeah. So you love the classic. Yeah. Those are definitely the global drag race has started. Not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, I don't know. Drag race is not a thing here. Oh, you're lucky. What do you mean? Wait a minute. Aren't you from Germany? You have like a drag race Germany. I love that we're talking about drag race. Like that's how invasive. Invasive is not the right word. How it's permeated the community. Like we're literally sitting here talking about drag queens. And honestly, last night I watched that double header of the global drag race. But anyways, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, I don't know. I watched it. I watched both episodes. You know what it is? Oh, here's the thing. Well, here's one thing about it. I love the global idea because I feel it brings us to the world together, right? The problem is it's in English. So a lot of the Snatch game, the jokes, the sense of humor, the skits, the rusical, all of these things that like require language. Yes, they can speak English, but even if you speak English, it doesn't mean you're attuned to the nuances of the language, you know? And even if you speak the language and it's your mother tongue, like if you are American and you're Australian, you're going to have different points of reference and different senses of humor. Like what's funny, you know what I'm saying? What's funny in one sort of part of the world isn't necessarily funny in another part of the world. And so that's kind of the problem with the franchise and doing it this way. If it's just like drag France and then they're all French, they all are coming from sort of a similar, but at the same time, I like that everybody's together and, you know, doing that. Ba-bum. Yes, Alyssa Edwards. Well, she's like a legend. Can you use the word legend at this point with her? I think so, right? We need Drag Race Ireland with some Irish queens. Yeah, you do. Do you have? Oh no, it's UK, right? So that's like Northern Ireland. Hmm. Have you seen Drag Race UK? Of course I have. Hey, get a shitty badge when winning. I know, I know. We always laugh about that. Like, it's a BBC thing, right? It's a BBC thing. They can't. There's no money involved. They can't give a cash prize or whatever. So they must be paid though. There's no way that these queens are showing. You know, spent the money on all the clothes and flying in and taking time off work or whatever they're doing, and then and not getting any sort of financial compensation. There has to be like in the back end, like we just don't see it. I think that's my hypothesis. I have a lot of hypotheses. Hypothesize. What are your thoughts on poppers? Oh, um, I like how the pendulum just swings around here. Like what just 1 minute it's drag, the next is poppers. Poppers. I don't carry it around. But if it's in the room and somebody offers, then I'll do it. But I don't, and even then, if it's in the room and nobody offers, I don't mind. Like I don't care. So that's kind of where I fall on it. It's kind of like if it's there and being handed to me, okay, but I don't seek it out. You know, I don't know. Blazed Bunny. Hey, Blazed Bunny. What's Blazed Bunny? Is that like a doobie? Do people say doobie? Oh God. Oh, pretend I didn't say that. Sex parties are not my scene. As a submissive romantic bottom, I prefer to be. Well, so yeah, Sebastian, I hear what you're saying. So I'm concerned is too strong of a word, but I'm wondering maybe, uh, like a sex party, if it's more of an orgy scene, that's not really my scene either because I'm very, like I said, I like what I like, and it's not everybody and it's not particular. So I never really know going into a situation what it's going to be, but I can safely say that if I walk into a room and there's like 50 guys and they're all going at it and it's just like a free for all, I'm not gonna be into a lot of what's them. So I'm not sure if a sex party is for me either. And I hear what you're saying about the romanticness. I'm more of a typically of a I don't want to say a gentle lover, but I'm more like romantic about it, sweet and soft about it, and just kind of like passionate about it, more than yeah, yeah, slap, slap, bam, boom, roar, waka, waka, huck, and like all that stuff. I don't, that's not really my thing. Um, but, anyways, Carlos is cool. Yes, he is cool. We had a great conversation. So, again, if you missed that part of our conversation, I talked with Carlos from your gay guide on YouTube. It's a it's a gay channel where he travels around and then he goes to clubs and bars and he shows you where to go and the cruising spots and all of that stuff. So there's a lot of crossover between him and I. And we had a great conversation today on my podcast. So that'll come out in a few days. So look out for that, please. P.S. I have subbed to your OnlyFans and only your ex and website. Oh, wow. Thank you. Yeah, my OnlyFans. Who here is on my OnlyFans? And if you're not, what are you waiting for? It's a fun time over there. We have good times. You look awesome without top. Oh, like with no shirt? Is that a hint? You don't like my tank top? I feel you don't, or you just prefer to see skin. I know, I get it. Actually, I wore a tank top because I thought for a live, I should dress up a little, you know. I've seen him. He's gorgeous. Or are you talking? Oh, sorry, I lost the thread on that one. I think you're talking about Carlos. In New York City clubs parties, usually there are a few venues that host parties daily and different organizers pay to use, then provide their own staff or split that with the venue. Nothing official legally. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the feeling I got. I feel like I received this newsletter. It's just like a list of parties, and then only by being on the newsletter do you see the address and like what the party is and what's going on. So I guess, yeah, it's probably a gray area, I'm thinking, because I don't know what buildings they're in. I haven't seen them. I mean, I have the address. I guess I could Google map it, but it's yeah, they're kind of like midtown-ish and stuff. So it's probably a building they share with like, other tenants and stuff. So greetings from Belgium, Eric. Belgian beer. Oh. Yes, always. I can never resist a handsome man. Oh, well, you and I both. Have you ever been to outside? Ooh, where's outside? I like that name. Is it outdoors? What do you think of Sniffies? Good and or bad? Sniffies. Sniffies is a good um middle ground for me between the apps and actually just, not using your phone and going cruising the old school way. So it's kind of like a good midsection. It's an app where the cruising is the focus. So, I mean, I have had more success on Sniffies than I have on anything else. I don't even use the other ones at all, ever. So I'll open Sniffies once in a while and just be curious. What's nice about Sniffies is you can say, hey, I'm going to be in this location in like 20 minutes or something. And, it gives people time to sort of get their shit together because they're not always on or looking necessarily. But I like it. I mean, yeah, it's good because it's more for the cruiser than the other apps are. Pleasure Dome. Damn, I was waiting for Pleasure Dome. Jokester. I agree with you, Patrick. It's really nice of you to interact live with folks. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm just happy you're all here. That's so sweet. As an older guy, I'm having difficulty negotiating first meetups on Scruff or even Silver Daddies. I've never heard of Silver Daddies, but yeah. Paranoid about inviting guys into my home. Well, yeah. Convenient, but sex clubs feel safer. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Did you see my video with the 75-year-old gives bathhouse advice. One of his concerns was safety, actually. And I guess as you get older, you become more vulnerable, generally speaking, easier to take advantage of. And if you're in a more public space, then I guess it's safer, right? Makes sense. I don't bring people home. I don't even like going to people's homes either. Like, it's still, I mean, of course, I've done it and I'll do it again. But yeah, you're still kind of like walking into the unknown. I mean, I don't know. Who are you? Like, you know, I mean, I have a podcast called True Gay Crime and stuff happens. The Georgia in Dublin is still there. I'm from UK, so ask me about Coronation Street. Oh God, Sean. So I went to the reason I was in Manchester actually was to go on the set visit of Coronation Street. So I went on a tour of the set, and I met the actress Dolly, who plays Gemma on Coronation Street, and I like fangirled about it. So, anyways. Yes, love a bit of Corey, right? It's so fun, it's so stupid. I mean, it's sorry, it's not stupid. It's so I mean, yeah, these people are trashy. I was a teenager in the '80s, where in Ireland at that time being gay was illegal. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure we all know you're an actor, but have you ever directed a porn? Um, no, I didn't direct, but you know what? When I was in LA and then I was in front of the camera, and even then, like, it wasn't long before I was getting bored, and I was like, "I need more than this." So I started writing scripts, actually. So there's, like, at least 5 or 6, I believe, scripts that I wrote for porns, and one of them was a couple of them were nominated, actually. Um, like, I wrote Little Big League 2, Second Inning for Rascal Video, where I played the dad. I always play the dad, that's the thing. Like, I guess I just give off, like, authority vibes. I was always the dad, I was always the cop, I was the lawyer, I was the priest. I was always the kind of like the one who was like the authority giver or the straight-laced one who ended up being taken advantage of by like the hooligans or the prisoners or the anyway, that's a side note. But no, I have not actually directed any porn. Ask an 82-year-old. I would love to ask an 82-year-old. Absolutely. I think it should just get older and older and just have a, you know, I mean, it just breaking down stereotypes, which I love. STIs are becoming a serious problem for young people these days. Yeah, they are. I know. I think that part of that is the whole prep situation because you feel safe with the HIV, so then you're not using condoms, but of course, then chlamydia, everything is still available and ready to go. Um, so I think that's part of it. I'm in the United States, more specifically in Connecticut. Yes, Connecticut in the house. Queer as Folk UK version was way better. I agree, Eric. Well, maybe not way better, but I don't know. I relate more. I think I have a dark humor, you know, sarcastic, dark humor kind of person. So I really can relate to the British mentality where things are just like darker, but more real, I think, just more like this is, life is not always pretty, you know. So, Michael, I saw a lot of the stars from Coronation Street, the gay mixed club I worked at, and we got a lot of them. I was good friends with John and we played Fred Elliott. God rest his soul. Oh no, which one was that? Oh, maybe that was before my time. Although I've been watching it for 15 years. He came in the club but was not closeted and had a thing for me. Oh, I said no, but we still stayed friends. Oh, I passed by the ITV studios near. Yes, I was there. How old are you? Toby, how dare you? Oh, I got a tip. How do I who gave me a tip? Z King, what do you think about AI OnlyFans content? I wonder if it will grow. Ooh, great question. Um, AI. Wow. Well, that would just be so fake, wouldn't it? I mean, like, but then would you know? I think it's okay as long as you know. Like, as I think as if somebody is watching something and you know it's AI and you enjoy it, then great. Like, if there's a market for that and people like watching it, yeah. But if you're passing it off as something that's, like, real or as yourself, but it's not even you, then that's fucked up. Like, they're gonna have to get nail that down. I don't know how they're gonna why is your thing is green and it's, like, ticking down. What does that mean? Okay, anyways, that's my thought. Yeah, because then it feels like a lie. Like, "What? Don't lie to me. I hate lying. Oh, I hate lying." Okay, Toby, how old are you? Oh, you didn't say how old are you? You said, "Hey, how are you?" Wow. See, I'm in my own head. I'm like, "Oh my god, I have to divulge my age." I'm 47, by the way. I guess I wanted to get that out of the way. Ooh, Patrick, the phrase "a few scoops" means a few drinks. Oh, thank you, Sean. Okay, cool. I'm having a scoop now. Hmm, a few drinks. Okay. In the jacuzzi, I am the floozy. Oh, nice. Maybe you have a secret manager instead of stalker. Ooh, well, as long as the secret manager is actually doing work and helping me out somehow, I mean, or are they just a secret manager and I'm not benefiting in any way? Like, you know, how about I just have a manager? That would be even better. Hot and steamy in the steam room. Okay, Michael's going for it. He is going for it. Yes, I'm a Euro slapper. Nice. I'm too awkward to approach guys and a clean freak. Oh, well. I prefer spaces to be tidy. That's why I won't go to a bathhouse. Yeah, okay. I don't blame you. I mean, they do the best that they can, and some places do better than others and wear flip flops. Mike says, "Hi, guys. We have no gay saunas anymore in my region. Belgian coast, miss them. All gone in the 90s." Yeah. They need to make a resurgence. I feel like they're still needed. I think they're an important part of the community, and it's a meeting place, it's a cultural thing, it's a way for us to stay connected. Um, I think it's important. Anyways, it's easier when you get older because you have more confidence to just be yourself. 1,000,000%. Hey, I agree. I've gotten picked up in Puerto Vallarta and I'm 72. No expectations are the best. Oh, God, that's great. I love that. I used to work at a supermarket, so we used to get lots of handsome, hot hunks. Wow. It's true. Wait, where was I where I was like, "Oh, this is a good place to pick up guys." Oh, shit. No, I'm not gonna remember. It was a store. Oh, IKEA. I was at IKEA, and I was like, "Oh my god." There were all these, like, hot guys, and they were there. Some of them were in couples and whatever, but some of them go by themselves, and they're like, you know, looking at shelves and things, but also kinda, like, looking around. I loved it. It was cool. So IKEA, yeah. But then you have to approach them, so you have to be pretty confident. Best first move, a hand grab, a unsolicited kiss? Oh my god, unsolicited kiss, no, no, no. You mean in a bathhouse? Oh god, no. Or do you mean just at, like, at a bar or something with somebody you're chatting with and flirting with, and you kind of got, like, a vibe happening? In a bathhouse, no. In a bathhouse, the first move would be like a you can do like a graze. You can, like, graze by them and then look back. Lots of eye contact, maybe grab your willy just to be like, "He likes you. He likes you." But yeah, if you're on like a meeting at a club or something and you're both vibing off each other, that mhm. I like hands. I love a hand. That sounded weird. I like hands. I do, man hands. Oh my god. Woof. Translation of UK humor is different. 100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm all about it, and I totally get it, and that's why I watch a lot of, British shows, comedies, everything, comedies, thrillers, dramas, like, I get it. Like, I'm sort of wired that way. I shamelessly flirt with hot guys all the time at my age. Perfect. Don't stop. Good thing I watched a lot of Monty Python growing up. I get British humor, totally. If you're oh my god, should I be reading all the comments? I won't get to them all. Guys, I don't know what to do. If you're okay, I'm gonna start skipping comments. I'm so sorry. This is so amazing. Thank you guys. I love you for being here and for being so chatty. This is so amazing. I'm gonna just skip over some now because I can't even. Um, Let me just go through. Tu parles couramment français. Une deuxième chaîne en français, ça te dit. Oh my God, no, my French isn't that good. Je peux parler français. Je parle français avec un accent québécois anglophone, mais je m'exprime beaucoup plus facilement en anglais. C'est parce que ma mère est francophone et je suis allé à l'école. C'était moitié journée en français, moitié en anglais. And then so, anyways. Mais j'ai quoi, agrandi en Ontario. So my English is better than my French. So I don't think I could have a full channel in French. But it does help when I'm speaking to a French person. I'm on your OnlyFans and love it. Thank you, Eric. Yes. Join Eric on my OnlyFans. Oh, I see the ticker tape on the bottom. I forgot. I had that on. Hey, Eric. Thank you. That's awesome. And let me know what you like to see on there because I really mix it up, you know? Like sometimes it's solos and collabs and there's toys in there. Sometimes there's public stuff. I'm all over the place. So I like a little bit of everything, you know? Welsh men are very handsome too. I like that. Gay saunas are safer and we still need them. Absolutely. Thank you for doing this. Oh, I finally got down to the okay. Like an AI boyfriend. Hi, Patrick. What are some tips for cruising in the woods with your partner? Ooh, that's a great question. I have never taken somebody with me on a cruise because I'm a lone wolf. So I will answer this question from the perspective of being the other person and I see a couple. I would assume, unless you made it obvious, I would assume the couple is just enjoying the woods. I wouldn't know necessarily that you are cruising unless you made it obvious to me. Which in that case, if you did, I'd be all about it. So no problem. Um, so I don't know. I mean, if you guys have a good rapport and you're into the same thing and you're all about it, then yeah, I mean, go for it. I don't really have any, I don't see how cruising separately or together would make much difference, I guess. Oh, thank you, Z King. Depending on the donation amount, the message has a certain expiration. Oh, thanks. I'm new. I'm a virgin. Poppers in the jacuzzi is fabulous. Oh my God, really? I guess. Because poppers on your own, you're already like, ah. So then in the jacuzzi, you're like, you look a bit younger than 47. Just a bit? You win. Just kidding. Oh, Rob, I gotta go. Good night, everyone. It's really, midnight in Berlin. Plenty of hunks in IKEA. Mm-hmm. I got a screwdriver. Want to make a corner and assemble some furniture? Okay, you got it. See? You got yeah. I don't have to teach you nothing. You guys all got it. I'm not good at getting hot guys. Oh, well, Ewan, you know how you get a hot guy? You tell him he looks much younger than 47, not a bit younger. Start there. I'm totally kidding. But not really. What do you mean you're not good at getting hot guys? What does that even mean? Come on. And we have to stop thinking of people as, you know, assuming there's a lot of assumptions, I guess. Oh, somebody's good looking, so then it won't be into me. Please drop that. That's not a thing. First of all, you don't know what they're into. And then, you think they're hot, but do they think they're hot? Maybe not. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Yes, IKEA candles are the best if you know what I mean. Oh, wow. Eric, he's going for it. IKEA is a gay haven. Oh, see? So you've all done it too. It's not just me. Also, like, I find hardware stores, I don't know why, hardware stores, you think like well, here it's called like Home Hardware or Canadian Tire, or where it's just like tools and tires and, different hardware things, wood, I don't know, appliances and things. And then you think, oh, this is like a straight man's like heaven. But There's a lot of gay guys there too. Ooh, and it's like the handy gays. I love me a handy gay. I've always liked ginger guys, but they feel hotter now. Really? Hotter now than when? From before? Love your vids. Thank you, Bob. That's nice. Any advice for baby gays like me who wants to be in a relationship? Ooh, Sebastian. Any difference between American gays and Canadian gays? Um, hmm. I would say so. Okay, to answer your first question, who wants to be in a relationship? Well, you need to. When I always find my relationships when I'm not looking for them. I know that sounds cliche and whatever, but it's true. It's like when I'm not looking, there they are. So I don't, I don't know if that's good advice, honestly. Also you need to be you need to be happy being with you. So you need to how are you gonna if you don't love yourself, how are you gonna love somebody else? That whole like you need to be happy with you and being alone, like being a whole person, not looking for somebody to compliment to you complete me. Fuck off. You don't complete me. I'm a complete person, and then you can compliment me. We can compliment each other. That's my advice. Any difference between American and Canadian gays? Well, I think it's more regional than that. Like I would say, uh, they're the same in the sense that North America has a similar mentality, but then it'll change depending on the city or province or state. Like a French Canadian gay is going to be typically a lot more forward, a lot more Latino. In the Latino community, I love Latin guys because they're so forward and you don't have to guess with them. And I find the French Canadians are like that too. They're just like putting it there for you. Like, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for, whatever. Whereas the English speaking Canadians are a little bit more can be standoffish, or you can't read them properly. There's a little bit more like this barrier to get to the so that's in Canada, but I would say it's more regional, like, you know. J'aime trop ton accent. Oh, merci beaucoup. I don't speak French enough to feel comfortable, or I should be speaking more. Ma mère est francophone. Je devrais parler français plus souvent, c'est sûr. I disagree with age getting better. I feel like I am not longer looked at, I am looked through. Well, yeah. But Darren, I feel like that's part of it. It's like you don't become you're not on the center stage per se, so you don't have all of these eyeballs on you. You can, go under the radar. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you don't have that pressure. I'm gonna speak from my own perspective because I can't. That's the only way that I know how to speak. For me, I feel less people looking at me now than 20 years ago, but I'm okay with that because I feel like I can just I don't care. And I don't you know what it is? I don't need you to look at me because I don't need your approval as much as I did. You know what I mean? And I feel like I'm heading more and more in that direction where I don't need your approval and I don't need you to look at me. I'm looking at me, you know? But yeah, of course. Saying, it gets better with age, it's that trade-off of like, yeah, your body's gonna be hurting more, you're gonna have medical issues, things are drooping and things, but it's here where things get better. And you know what? This is what matters more than all this. Because when you got it together up here, then anyway, that's how I feel. I know one phrase in French with all those sexy French hunks. Oh wow. Michael is going for it. Did you have a few scoops? Michael had a few scoops, I think. From the UK. Love your content. Thank you, Danny. That's sweet. Sending you positive vibes. A couple weeks ago, I was visiting Toronto and went to Hanlan's Point Beach, hoping I would run into you. James, do you want to hear something sad? I have not been to Hanlan's this year. I know. I was out of town for a little bit. It's been raining a lot, but I'm going soon. I'm going to go soon. I have to. I mean, if you don't know what Hanlon's Point is, it's a nude beach, a nude gay beach here in Toronto on the islands, um, in Toronto. And yeah, there's cruising in the bushes and naked people walking around. And yeah, there's a lot of that. So love the nude beach, 500 meters from my home, high season, now even 54 old gay. Do you think you're hot? Oh, Matt, I think I'm attractive. Um, but I feel like I get attention from certain people and not everybody. So I think there's something for everybody. Um, but I feel good about the way that I look. I think that's okay. Do you think you're attractive, Matt? That's a funny question to ask somebody. Um, Bob from Home Depot. Oh, saying Home Depot. Yes. Yeah. For the cruising. Absolutely. I know, Toby. I know you didn't ask how old I was. You're asking how I was. I know. I know. I think I was like, I read it wrong. Anyway. Ooh, have you ever been on an Atlantis gay cruise? No. I know. You would think. You would think. I had a friend who went on one and he came back from the cruise and then he was like, how did he say it? Oh, he goes, "You would thrive." And I was like, "Oh, wow." So, okay, it's something that obviously I need to um, check out and report back, I think. Are bathhouses diverse? That's a good question. Yeah. Is there any spaces for black guys like myself? Well, that is a great question, Sebastian. I think again it depends where you are. In Toronto is a very multicultural city, so there I find the bathhouses here are diverse. Now, I can't speak from their experience. I don't know if they encounter barriers once they're there, but I do see lots of different cultures at the bathhouses in Toronto, if that answers your question. I unexpectedly met one partner in a supermarket between cheese and milk. That's funny. Blonde Helen Patrick, have you ever directed a porn and how did you find yourself getting to be in the first gay film? Oh, so I did not direct one, but I can tell you. So I was go-go dancing in LA and at this club called Mickey's in West Hollywood. And they have a night every Thursday was called Cocktails with the Stars. So then they would have the producer from some studio and their star du jour that was there and they were promoting their movie. And anyway, I was go-go dancing one night and then Shishi LaRue saw me dancing and she um yeah, approached me and was like, would you like to come chat about being in movies? And I was like, that is something that I would be interested in, yes. So the rest, as they say. Never get why the Go-Go Boys getting tips in the US. In Belgium, we pay them good and they don't need to. Yeah, thank you. Well, that's the difference between Europe and North America. We don't pay waiters enough. We don't pay go-go entertainers. We don't. So they rely on tips, especially in the US. But yeah, it's too bad because it's I mean, it's kind of fun to tip because it shows the appreciation. In the US, it's easier because they still have the dollar bill. Like in Canada, we have coins. Like, yeah, I'm not going to put a coin in your G string. It's stupid. And I'm not going to give you a $5 bill in this economy. So, you know, I, I, I wish wages were better for people like that. Patrick, you are still as gorgeous as ever. Michael, go on. I hated the way I looked in my 20s and 30s body image issue. As a 54-year-old, I'm getting better. Steven, I love hearing that. I love that. Things change for sure. You know what's funny? I always thought that I was too skinny and it was so hard for me to put on muscle when I was like 20 years ago. And now I find my body retains fat more easily. So there's a little more ass, there's a little more chest. You know what I mean? Like there's just a little more padding. And for me, it's working out because I was like, I always thought I was too skinny anyway. So, I mean, for me, it worked, but I don't know. Attractiveness is subjective. Yeah. It's Toronto, not Toronto. Well, actually, we say Toronto, not Toronto. That's how we know that you're not from Toronto, Wilfred. because we don't pronounce the T. We say, or some people say Toronto, like a CH at the beginning, Toronto or Tirana, depending on like where you come from. You are hot because you are natural and true to yourself. Eric, can you move in? I was asking the do you think you're hot question. Oh, thank you. Because you were talking about hot guys may not know they are hot. I think you're smoking hot and I am average since you asked. Oh, Matt, that's sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I took it out of context. I was like, I'm not sure how to take that. But well, anyways, Matt, listen, you say you're average. To be honest, um, average guys are my favorite. I'm gonna be honest. Like an average guy is my favorite. So I don't know. I hope you're not saying that in like a negative way because that's actually my favorite. Um, I mean, that's such a weird label, average, but you know what I mean? Just like a normal dude, like just not some jacked up Reuter or some even like a mod. I don't want like models don't interest me. If you're too pretty, like I'm not interested. I mean, typically obviously there's always like you know you vibe with somebody then you're gonna vibe with them whatever but that's not like what I go for. Like if I'm scrolling through Instagram I'm not gonna like stop at some muscle guys thing or some model or some you know to each their own. What do you think is missing in Toronto's gay scene right now? Ooh, Frankie, what a question. What is missing? Places to go dancing, I would say. I feel like there were more places where you could go dancing before. And we lost a couple of clubs, some condos went up, and, yeah, I think more dancing. Also, I think more I mean, obviously, I'm gonna say this, more sex. We have not enough for our population and the size of our city, there are not enough sexual spaces. So, you have the Black Eagle, which upstairs they have like a little maze, but it's a bar. Like it's a bar. You go, you have drinks. You don't have to go in the but in Europe, like I was in Amsterdam, there were so many bars where you can just drink in the front and have fun with your friends, but then you can go down and to the bathroom and then there's like a little play area down there and you can just hook up with guys in a little maze and stuff like I like having options. Like if I'm at the bar and then I see somebody across the room and I'm like, okay, that guy's fire, this is happening, then I can follow him downstairs. Like things can happen within that space, and you don't even have to go to a bathhouse. You're just at the bar. So I would like to see more spaces like that with that have options and back rooms and stuff like that because I feel like we don't have enough of them. Montreal, contrarily, Montreal has a lot of sexual spaces. Not so much what I just described, but they have a lot of bathhouses. They have a lot of strip clubs. They're just a lot more open to those things. It's a different culture, I guess. But Patrick, I'm so grateful for your channel. You're super supportive, sensitive to everyone, and non-judgy. Thank you. That means a lot. Getting older is better. I was born in 51, a very conservative family. Oh boy. Very uptight, rich neighborhood back then, as queers often best chums with their fathers. Mm. Average does not exist. We are all unique. Oh, Eric. That's awesome. Frankie. Yeah, we've lost venues over the years. It's okay that things change, Frankie. I don't mind change. I mean, change is inevitable. But if you're going to take spaces away, like we need to replace them with new spaces, right? So that we can all enjoy them. Now that I've paid my dues, I've earned the right and confidence to be myself. Yes, a long time coming. Feels that way, doesn't it, Mike? Don't you wish we were just born that way? Don't you wish you were just born like with that confidence and knowledge? And God, it's a long journey, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to read a few more of these and then I'm going to wrap up my live stream for today, you guys. I really appreciate everybody being here. I love the Italian restaurants for the cute Italian waiters, and the food is good too. Michael, where? Is this in Toronto? And all the faces with hearts on them. I've seen some of your vids from 20 years ago, Patrick, as in the other stuff, the porn. It's okay, you can say it. And I don't think You skinny, etc. at all. I looked at you as I didn't know about it. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Well, there. So to my point, how you see yourself is different than how other people see you. So that's thank you, Sean, for saying that. I thought I was skinny. I even got comments from people calling me like Schindler's List. Can you believe it? Like, how mean can you be? Like, what a disgusting reference to use. And now you're saying that you didn't think I was skinny at all. So, I mean, body image is just whatever's in your head, I guess, is what it is, right? Are there plenty? San Francisco, I need to go back. Like, I haven't been there in so long. So, put a pin in that question and I will answer that next time. Were you born in 77? I was born in 1977. Happy Sunday, all midnight here. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to wrap up my live stream here. I I mean, I can't. I am overwhelmed by the conversation. I'm overwhelmed that you all showed up and are so involved and, you know, loving the content, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I mean, I do this. It's not easy, but I love it. Obviously, I hope that shows in my videos, and it comes from the heart, and everything I do is just to bring us together, to move us forward, and to break down all the shit that's around, all this crap. Like, we don't need all this crap, you know? And just because other people are telling us, you can't talk about that, you shouldn't talk about that, you're wrong, don't do this. No, no, we're not listening to any of that, right? We're here, we're queer, get used to it. Um, so yeah, we're all in this together. So thank you guys. I love you very much. Thank you for coming out, for supporting. This is like groundbreaking. First live stream in the can. And Wilfred, we absolutely will do it again. And I'm gonna fix my mic so it doesn't pop so much. We can rule the world. Yes, Eric, thank you. We absolutely can. Guys, good night from Toronto. And I love you. Well, mwah, 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 mwah. I'll see you soon. Bye. Stay tuned. Okay, bye.